Can you look back and reflect back on your time at Mizzou and tell us what served you well, starting with that along your journey to go from studying finance with us, working the farm on the weekends, to where you are now?
Yeah, I guess if I just look back on the time at Mizzou, and I'd take it broader that the time in the Midwest. Yeah, I just think it provided a great foundation. I mean, first of all, growing up in a small community farm, you get the work ethic, you get the values. And if you look at today's business world, I think the companies that have sustained themselves are the ones that have a very strong values base. And for me, I look at a big part of that, coming from the foundation. It came from, being in the Midwest. In terms of Mizzou, I think, it gave me two things. One, it gave me confidence. I came off of a very, a small community. I graduated, I was one of, 30 kids in my graduating class. I always say it made it easier to get into the top 10. But there was a degree of uncertainty as can you go out and compete? And I think Mizzou, being able to compete here, perform in class, get good grades, gave me a level of confidence. The other thing that this foundation from Mizzou gave me was the ability to learn. A lot of times when I talk to young students, they say, I can't wait to get out of school and get into the real world. I've just had it up to here with learning, and I always tell them there's good news and bad news. The good news is the real world's a lot of fun. The problems you get to solve, the challenges you face are really interesting. And I explain the bad news is the learning never stops. And the ability to simulate, to learn that you gain from a university setting, like Mizzou, has just served me exceptionally well. And I think it's the strength of that Midwest foundation and what Mizzou gave me that makes it very easy to stay involved, stay engaged, and in some small ways try to give something back.